Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And today we are back with another EFC Women's Report. And I'm delighted to say I'm joined again by the fabulous Chloe. Chloe, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, doing good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm looking forward to this derby. I can't lie. Well, I say I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it, but the nerves are kicking in. But before we get on to that, we've got quite a few things to cover because it has been a while since we have done a video. So we'll just go over a few of our past results. So we'll start off on a positive note because we've got to keep things happy here. 2-0 win at home to West Ham. An amazing performance. Two goals from two Italians. Piemonte and Gali got the goals, and that goal from Gali also won a not player of the month, goal of the month in the WSL. An amazing game. Chloe, what did you think?
It was a really good game, and the atmosphere at Walton Hall as well was incredible. Like it's only a small ground, and as soon as that first goal went in, you could really tell that the atmosphere just lifted, and it was amazing. And to finally get a win at home as well. It only took till what, like March?
Hmm.
Do you that? But
I
yeah,
know.
that goal from Gali was absolutely sensational. I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, that did that just go in?
I
It
know it
was
was mental.
it was
Absolutely mental.
absolutely stunning.
Really is. And if you've not seen it, please go and watch it back because you will be stunned. It is a beautiful, beautiful goal. An unfortunate one to come out of that game as well was Caroline Ollison getting injured. It's not as serious as we first expected it to be, but it is a real loss to the team because she was coming up and she was getting more game time and she was looking really promising. Chloe, what were your thoughts on Ollison and obviously what happened and how she's progressed so far this season?
Yeah, I think she's been really, really good for Everton this season. I think she's been a really strong player. And when she did get in the injury, we all thought it was like a really horrible one, the way she went down and just like stayed down. I mean, I thought it was knee at first, I can't lie. I see someone go down, I'm like, oh, knee. Um, and Brian did say afterwards that as soon as he saw it, he thought it was like a big injury and she'd be out for a while. So finding out now that it's not as bad and she'll hopefully be back in a couple of weeks is really, really good. Like not awful, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that that kind of blocked the win.
Yeah, definitely. And then we're going to move on now to even more negative news. Sorry, guys, but 2-1 loss to Man City away from home. Lauren Hemp and Bunny Shaw scored for City. I mean, you wouldn't expect anybody else to score for City really at this point. We had an amazing goal from Hannah Bennison. I think another contender for goal of the month. But I saw this tweet on Twitter and it made me giggle so much. And it was, we're really, really good at scoring cracking consolation goals. And I thought that is so true. Like we put
Yeah.
so much effort into these games, lose, but we there is no doubt about it. We will score an amazing consolation goal, and Hannah Benison's is that. And please, again, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it back. But Chloe, what are your thoughts on that game and Hannah Benison's goal?
Oh, 100%. Hannah Bennison's goal was absolutely stunning. Like there was absolutely no way Kiara Keating was saving that one. It was stunning, but to be fair, I'm just surprised that it was a 2-1 at the Joey Stadium. Considering when they came to Walton, they thought just like what, 5-0?
Yeah,
And that was away. So considering it 2-1 at Man City's home, I'll take it. Like that's pretty good considering what the past results have been. But
yeah,
no,
definitely.
it's unfortunate because I thought that we played quite well. And I mean, Bunishaw and Lon Hemp, what can you actually do about them?
Exactly. I mean, they've got top class players, and to be able to come away and say we lost 2-1, I don't think that's too bad of a result. And as you said, I can't remember the exact score, but it was five something. I'm pretty sure. And what an old pack. We all lose count when it goes to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our away form has been miles better than our home form this season, which is obviously be disappointing for the home fans. But to see them go to City and put up a fight like that was something really, I think, something positive to take from this season that we do have that fighting spirit, and it is great to see. And
Yeah.
then following that game as well, we then had a 1-0 loss to Chelsea at home in the FA Cup, which knocked us out of the quarter final. I mean, it was a disappointing result because we definitely didn't deserve to lose in that game. We dominated Chelsea from start to finish. We were just unlucky with that goal. What were your thoughts on that performance? And also, it was Brian Sorensen's 50th game in charge of Everton, so huge congratulations to him. But a two, not a 2-1. That's me reflecting back to City. A 1-0 loss to Chelsea, I think, in the FA Cup in the quarter final is really disappointing. Obviously, something we wouldn't want for Brian Sorensen's 50th game as manager.
Yeah, I well, first of all, I think Everton played like so well in that game. Like they were almost on the same level as Chelsea. They came close to scoring so many times that I thought that at one point they were actually going to do it. It's unfortunate that it was a loss and it will hurt for a while, that one, because it was so close. And I think Brian's an incredible manager. I think what he came into at Everton, no players, no money, and that sort of thing. I mean, that's still the case now, but what he's doing and what he's done with that squad and all of his challenges he's faced, I just think he's done incredibly well. And we should all just applaud him for it because he's taken an awful situation and turned it into something so positive and so like he's never once given up on the team, he's never once given up on the squad. He's always been open and honest in like the press conferences he does after the match, talking to people. He's always so honest about the situations, which is what you kind of want in a manager. And I just think, yeah, like I said before, he's done what the best he can out of an awful situation, and he just continues to grow. And I just think he's been amazing.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. I mean, it was, as you said, an incredible performance from the girls. I mean, for me, outstanding players are Heather Payne and Catherine Cool in that game. Definitely, I think both of them could be my player of the match. 100%, putting so much effort. Their work rate is exceptional. They're just a joy to watch. And to say they play for Everton as well is just amazing. But I really struggled watching Piemonte and Snoish up front. I feel I'd love to see Tony Duggan come into the side more. It's just Piemonte causes a threat. She causes trouble, but she never seems to, when she gets the ball, it's always some sort of mistake or something goes wrong, and it's always like throwing her arms up in the air, and she gets frustrated, and I get that. But I think for me, it seems like she's got a very negative mindset, and I'd like her to be more positive and more attacking, and because she can do that. We've seen it before. She can do that, and I just really hope she builds her confidence now going into next season. And it's the second season in WSL, so she's still settling in. But I really hope we get something out of her next season. And for me, Katji's Noyce as well seems to have taken a back step. I
Yeah.
don't know if you agree with that, but for me, it seems like she's taken a back step, and she was at the end of last season getting so confident within the games. And I wish we could see that again. And I just want to get your thoughts on it, Chloe. Like, what players have impressed you in the Chelsea game and what haven't?
Well, I know in the past couple of games, it's one you said actually, Heather Payne has been
Yeah,
really impressive for the past couple of games, even like the way she just puts herself forward, the way she's not afraid essentially, like she'll just go for it. And I think she has been that kind of star that Everton has needed. And
yeah,
she fits our style of play so well. She seems to have settled in really well to Liverpool. And I just really enjoy watching her. And I think she's definitely one to look out for the remainder of the season.
yeah, definitely 100%. One of our best players, I think, that we've got in the squad this season. Class player, and I can't wait to see more of her. And then we're moving on to a 2-1 loss at home to Villa. I mean, really disappointing to lose to Villa because obviously they haven't done as well as they did last season. So I feel like we could have taken all 3 points there. Again, Elise Stenovic scored for Everton. So another consolation goal. See, it's a recurring pattern, this.
It
But
is.
she's the first Norwegian to ever score for Everton Football Club as well, which I think is a huge achievement. She did then get sent off, but we're just going to brush over that because it doesn't matter. because we lost anyway. But she scored a great goal, and do you know what? We'll just brush over it. But Chloe, what were your thoughts on that game? And I know you were there, and how do you think the girls performed?
I think they played well. I don't know if someone's just shifted in the past couple of weeks, but they played well again. And I just don't know what it was about Villa, or whether it was just because, we had seven players missing, like seven injuries, and now it's not ideal, is it? Seven injuries on just
No.
key players missing as well. So I don't know if it's just we're lacking players, we're lacking attack, we're lacking focus, but there's just generally something missing from the side and the squad and that fight. They need to bring back that fight they played last week against Chelsea, because that was so good and you could see the fight was there. But in this game, they just kind of lacked a little bit. They still played well, but I just felt that they were lacking something that they didn't have in the Chelsea game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, this season in particular, it's been a really, really difficult watch because I know we can get so much more out of these players, and I don't feel we are getting the most out of the players. And with the teams we've got around us this season, I mean, Liverpool have moved up to fifth now, I think. And when are we ninth? I want to say we're ninth,
Yeah, I think
off the top of
10.
my head. But that's so disappointing for a team that only got promoted last season, the season before. And the other teams around us are getting better and better. And I feel like we're not developing like we should be. And hopefully next season we can progress and get that fighting spirit back. And hopefully we won't be down the bottom end of the table again. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. But saying that, it is Everton. But, what can you do? But as we are nearly, well, we're past halfway through the season, I want to talk about players that have impressed us the most and what we think could be improved within the team. So I'm going to go to you, Chloe, and ask who has been your player of the season so far?
Um, for me, I'd either say Heather Payne, because like I said before, I think she's just settled in so well, and she's just been really, really good. And in the past couple of games, actually, Catherine Cool. Um,
Yeah,
I'm quite sad she's only here on loan and she's going to go back to Arsenal next season, because I think, and I don't know if it is that, Danish connection, because there's quite a few Danes in the
yeah,
Everton squad, and she knows them, she gets on with them, and but she's just been absolutely phenomenal these last couple of games, and the way she's been putting herself forward and getting on the ball. And I just like watching her style of play. I liked watching her at Arsenal last season. I like watching her here. And I just think she's got that little bit of bite that we've been lacking. She's also one of the young players, so she can kind of like move that bit, not quicker than the other players, but she's kind of got that little bit more.
yeah. I 100% agree with that. I mean, she has been, well, both of them have been outstanding for me so far. But I think I'll go with Megan Finnegan and
Yeah.
Yaya Aurora Gali. I mean, both of them have been probably our most consistent players this season. And I think because Meg's captain now, she's got even more fighting spirit than she had before. And I mean, it's just a joy to watch her play. And you can see she just embodies everything Everton's about. And Aurora Gali, I mean, she just goes under the radar. I don't feel like she gets the sort of, what's the word? Recognition. There we go. It's been a long day. Recognition that she does deserve because she is world class. I mean, she's just phenomenal and she does deserve everything that she gets. I mean, call us to the national side, goal of the month. She does just deserve everything. But I've also written down here as well, Heather Payne, outstanding. That's literally all I've
Yeah.
put next to it.
I mean,
She's so, so good. I mean, Courtney Brosnan as well. I mean, obviously Emily Ramsey's been out injured, so she stepped up and she's just been incredible as she always is. So that's great. And but I've put down as well for in the summer, in the transfer window, we'll be going into next season. We need to get more defenders.
mm,
Last season we had no defend, we had loads of defenders and no strikers. This season we've got loads of strikers and no defenders. So I think a few defenders in the squad will definitely strengthen the side, and maybe another striker, just because we've heard the rumours of Piemonte maybe leaving in the summer. Tony Duggan, we don't know what's going on for definite there as well. So, and maybe another midfielder, I think, because I feel like our midfield, in some respects, can be quite strong, but then other times is quite weak. And we need to find that balance. I just want to know, Chloe, like, who do you think we should bring in the transfer window? What do you think we need to strengthen?
And I do think we need to strengthen the midfield a little
Hmm.
bit. Like, because there are, and I don't know if it's just that the two strikers isn't working. Like, I don't know if it's just because Schnois and Piemonte aren't working with each other or what it is, but that doesn't seem to be working. So
Yeah,
I'd say definitely more midfield. Maybe even like to assist Courtney because Rambo's been out for so long, another goalkeeper.
yeah,
Like I know we've got one on the bench but she's a little bit inexperienced. Like she's just from the academy. Like maybe even just someone to assist Courtney.
yeah,
But I do
definitely.
think some things need to change in the summer because we can't really go on like this.
No, definitely not. We definitely need to improve and build on our squad, and hopefully we can push higher up the table next season. But our next game is Sunday, the 24th of March at Goodison Park for the Merseyside Derby, and it falls on Women's Football Weekend as well. So there are no Premier League games due to international break, so you've got no excuse to not come and watch it. I mean, it is going to be one of the last derbies to take place at Goodison as well. Chloe, how excited are you for this derby?
I'm so excited. I mean, if it's anything like it was at Anfield last year, then it's gonna be absolutely incredible. Like just the big stadium, the big occasion, women's football weekend, just the chance to celebrate women's football, women in football. Like it's gonna be incredible and hopefully it sells just as well, if not better than it did at Anfield. Because it's gonna be
Definitely.
amazing.
I mean, there's big pressure on the girls for the win, but you need to come down and show your support. Everybody needs to come down and show their support for the girls. Get behind them. Get your blue scarves, blue flags. I don't care. Just make it blue. Everything out. I just want so much support behind these girls because they deserve it. And we need to be getting Goodison sold out for these big games. So it's £12 for adults, £8 for concessions, and £2 for under 18s. And they are now available at evertonfc.com. Please come and get your tickets and come and support the girls. Chloe, who do you think is going to be standout player in this derby? Because I've got so many I could name, and hopefully we put out a show-stopping performance.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna say Captain Meg Finnegan. I think she's gonna put in a solid shift. And I think she's just gonna and this is such an incredible occasion for her as well to be captain at Goodison Park. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for her.
No, it really doesn't. And hopefully we get another header from her because she likes them
Yeah.
in the derby, doesn't she? So let's fingers crossed that we get the win, get the 3 points, and that we make Goodison as loud as possible and get behind these girls. Make sure you get your tickets. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a comment, like, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for your next video and all the content across our socials for the upcoming derby. See you soon.